Tottenham boss Nuno makes Chelsea promise as he gives opinion of rival Thomas Tuchel. Thomas Tuchel has built on winning the Champions League with Chelsea last season by getting his team off to a storming start in this campaign. But Tottenham manager Nuno Espirito Santo insists he is not surprised and has also promised that Spurs will give their all against their London rivals. Tottenham and Chelsea come face to face on Sunday in North London in a key early season tester as to just how these two bitter rivals are going to fare this term. Tuchel's Chelsea go into the game on the back of 3 wins in 4 games in the Premier League and conceding only 1 goal. Meanwhile, Nuno's injury-riddled Tottenham side saw their unbeaten start to the campaign brought to a shuddering halt with a 3-0 loss at Crystal Palace last weekend. Add to that a lengthening casualty list and a draining UEFA Europa Conference League trip to Rennes in midweek, and the Portuguese is facing major problems ahead of a clash against a coach he deeply respects. Nuno was adamant after Spurs hit the top of the table after their opening 3 wins that it meant nothing and that work still needed to be done. Must read, Spurs fans make same joke after Arsenal icon Thierry Henry jibe, but Tuchel, after a remarkable first 9 months at Stamford Bridge, appears to have already turned Chelsea into Premier League and Champions League contenders. The Spurs manager said, "There's no surprise at all for me about how well Thomas has done. He already did an amazing job at Borussia Dortmund and was fantastic at Paris Saint-Germain. He and his coaching staff have enormous quality, so I am not surprised by the success. You can see how good they play. They are a very good team, and Thomas is doing an amazing job. Chelsea have an amazing squad with talented players. They play good football, they are organized, they are intense. They are European champions, so we must value that, as we do to all of the opponents. But tomorrow we will compete. That's a promise." Tottenham defender Matt Doherty, who played under Nuno at Wolves before joining Spurs 13 months ago, is adamant that Nuno's methods will pay off in N17 if the Portuguese is given time. The Republic of Ireland full-back said, "He is only at the start of his reign, it takes time. You see what he did at Wolves, it takes a few seasons to master it. With a bit of time and coaching and work it won't be long until he has us firing." More Premier League news, Man City's Guardiola insists he won't apologise for fan comments. Man United chief Ed Woodward responds to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer sack calls Mikel Arteta got Arsenal transfer decision right as Europa draw shows he has always been a top-class coach, but he has had to adapt. He has changed the way he wants to play, changed the formation. But his principles are still the same, he still wants to win games and play nice football. That's his way of playing. With Son Heung-min, Eric Dyer and Ryan Sessegnon already doubtful for tomorrow with knocks, Nuno has further worries with Steven Bergwijn and Lucas Moura limping off in France and facing tests today. Giovanni Lo Celso, Christian Romero and Davinson Sanchez could all be thrown into action against Chelsea, such is the extent of the injury crisis. All 3 arrive back from Croatia on Saturday after their enforced absence, but will train in the afternoon and will be considered for selection. Nuno said, "We must consider them. It's been hard because absences are always a problem." Lo Celso and Romero both face club fines for traveling to play for Argentina without